How are you? It's so good to be here. Welcome to Walking the Path. My name is John Jacob Mubarak, and this is Walking the Path. Dun, dun, dun. Uh, so happy Thursday, happy day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here, mid 80s, sunny, breezy. I know it's really cold in a lot of places in the United States, so come down to Costa Rica and get some sunshine, some tropical warmth. I want to tell you about Rhythmia. Oh my goodness. It is so beautiful here, man. Like every week, transformation. I just talked to somebody who I know has been going through a really hard time, divorce, business, all this stuff going on. They came to Rhythmia and I just saw them. They've been through 3 ceremonies so far. And I saw him and he said, I healed my heart. I healed my heart. I didn't even know I'd been suffering so much for so long. I didn't even know I was suffering. Wow. That's amazing. That's just amazing. Right? And can we consider that we don't even know that we're suffering because it's become so normalized that this is just the way life is. I just accept it. And then we get this glimpse that life can be as beautiful and exciting and awe-inspiring and loving and expansive and joy-filled, better than we could have ever imagined. And then we realize, oh my God, what I thought was good was suffering. And now I see. I was blind, but now I see. That's what happens at Rhythmia. That's what happens every week. So I want to encourage you to, if you're being called, come check it out. Come down and check it out. There's just no thing that happens that's more important than coming back to a state of wholeness within yourself. Hey, Dorota, so good to see you, this little light. What's up, Gigi? Great to see you. I'm your wake-up routine. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Good morning. I'm here to give you your morning cup of coffee. Ding. For an additional charge, I'll actually come to your house and knock on the door. Wake up. Okay. So, Tornado Joe, great to see you, brother. You're in a meeting, multitasking. I love it. I love it. Petra, hello from the cold northern lands of Switzerland. I think it's Switzerland, right, Petra? I think you're in Switzerland. So beautiful to have you all. Thank you for being a part of this community. Okay, so today, man, have you been feeling that Mercury retrograde? I think it's ending today, but there'll be a long shadow of it. I'm not big in like giving my power up to that kind of stuff, but there's definitely an energy. There's definitely an energy that changes, right? And we become perceptive. We're not all there's a couple types of energy, right? There's the energy that's keeping the computer going and that's flowing in our walls. That's one type of energy that's pushing electrons in a specific way to cause friction and heat. But then there's this other energy that we carry with us. It's our toric field. It's the aura, right? It's our and some people are empaths and can really feel energy. Some people can see auras, but we all are aware of it. There's actually receptors in our shoulders and hips that when, we walk into a room and you're like, ooh, something's wrong. Then people are upset or, you don't have to be a complete empath to notice that. This is the energy that I started to notice. And everybody was like, oh, it's Mercury retrograde. And my friend Jen Sodini, my dear friend Jen Sodini says, Mercury's in Gatorade. I love that, So here we are in this time when things can feel sticky. Like, yes, we're responsible for our own good feelings. And there is a cultural collective consciousness. There's an energy that's moving. Things do change, right? And it's not all bad. Like they say, Mercury retrograde is not a good time to sign contracts or make deals, right? But it's a great time to birth things. It's a great time for things to emerge, right? So it's not good or bad, but it's an awareness of what's happening. And what I have felt, and I think a lot of people did feel, is kind of this sticky, heavy energy this last couple of weeks. And so what happens whether it's Mercury retrograde or we're just in a pissy mood or the energy around us, or we're in a bad situation, how do we change that energy? How do we shift that? I'm working on a project and I seem to be procrastinating. I'm not getting my work done. And I remember being in college, right? And it'd be like, I got to write that paper. Oh, I got to do the dishes before I write that paper. Let me straighten up my room. And I used to think I was just I was just procrastinating. But you know what? That changes the energy. Feng Shui is based on this idea that that energy gets stagnant in areas, right? If you have a house with all sorts of stuff piled up in corners and in drawers and closets, right? The energy gets stagnant, and you notice a difference when you clean out that closet. It's not just a feeling of, oh, I accomplished something. It's also that there's a freedom of flow in the room. There's an energy that's moving in the room because something's been released, something's been cleaned up, something's been organized and straightened so that things can flow in a more direct line, right? So, excuse me. So Feng Shui is this art of organization, of design, of placement, to maximize the energy in your space, to harmonize so that you're promoting prosperity and facilitating and allowing certain types of energies to expand. Well, so we can do this with ourselves. We can do this with ourselves, right? So when I'm feeling sticky, like this last, couple weeks, and I have these things that I've been trying to do, right? Like I've been trying to get back on the track with movement and exercise and my diet. And I've been trying to get back on track with writing and, doing these things. And I've just, man, it's been so hard, and I just started to notice, instead of beating myself up, which is the normal thing to do, like, oh, you just need to try harder. You just need to get, work harder, faster, longer, stronger, go at it again. Like, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off and start all over again. Come on, you can do it, right? That's a very masculine, make it happen kind of modality. And it can be effective. But I find that it's hit or, excuse me, it's hit or miss. Pardon me. Dorota says, yes, I'm rearranging my bedroom and it's such a joyful and creative experience, right? You arrange things, you freshen it up, it shifts the energy. Well, we can do that with ourselves, Dorota. We can do that with ourselves. And so when you are not accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish, you found some things that, you want to do and you just can't quite seem to do them. You're just not being effective at stuff. You just seem to not be getting very far, and it's frustrating, right? So there's a good friend of mine, Amisha Patel, offered me this idea. So I want to acknowledge Amisha, called 100 Acts of Freedom. 100 Acts of Freedom. And the idea behind 100 Acts of Freedom is that we're talking about energy here. So normally, if I have to write this paper or I have to do something for, hey, Joshua, great to see you, brother. If I have to do something for work or I have a project that's due or, something that I need to do and I'm not doing it, right? I keep going back. Like, I got to start and I'm just not starting. I got to get this going. I'm just not finishing it. The idea behind 100 Acts of Freedom is there's some stagnation in that energy, right? You're just not you're not advancing. So turn your energy to the areas in your life that have also been stagnant, Like, I have to clean out my inbox. So I've been meaning to write that letter. I meant to respond to that text. I need to call my friend. I need to take care of something at the DMV. Whatever, all of those things that seem tangential. And what most people are going to tell you, don't do any of those things. Just do the one thing you got to do. Well, if the one thing that you got to do, you're not getting very far at it and you keep stubbing your toe or hitting your head against the wall, place your awareness on some of those other things that have been pulling your attention. Because you know how it is. I can tell you how it is for me, right? It's like, I got to write this paper or I've got to do this project. But, I've been meaning to check on that thing with my accountant, and man, someday I'm going to get to organize that bin over there because it's really driving me crazy. And every time I go to my sock drawer and the socks are flowing everywhere, and I just want to get rid of those ones that have holes in them that I don't want anyway. And whatever it is, do those things. Do and 100 of them, right? 100 of them. So here's how it works. Let's say I am constantly behind up till now. Up till now, I've been behind on my inbox, right? Up till now, I'm behind on my email inbox. So one act of freedom isn't completing all the inbox, but let's say I'm at the grocery store and I got 15 minutes while I'm standing in line, or 5 minutes, and I decide to clear out a few emails. Just do that. Boom. That's one act of freedom. So if it takes me 15 times to clean my email box, there's 15 acts of freedom. You know, you don't have to complete the project. I've been meaning to clean that bin. Okay, so I started it while I was on this phone call. I started cleaning it. That's an act of freedom. If you did 100 of those things in a week or even a month, depending on the size of those things, watch how life starts to, the energy becomes lighter. You should feel lighter. You should feel clarity. You should feel a buoyancy. You should feel clean. You should feel positive and uplifted. Yes, Crystal says we don't even know how those things are weighing us down in the back of our mind, but they are. It's a constant, like, little drag, little drag, little drag, little drag. They're like zombies. They're thought zombies. They're not really effective. They're not really living. They're just sort of drawing our energy. Right? Thought zombies. And we need to get some zombie dust and get rid of those. So the zombie dust for those thought zombies that are constantly pulling our attention away, that, you know, that are also distracting us, clean some of those things up, and all of a sudden there's some movement in the thing that I need to get done, right? So when I said on the invitation to join us today on the Facebook Live that I'll share with you 100 things that you can do to get unstuck, it's 100 acts of freedom from my dear friend Amisha. Hey, Nicole says, I just did a cleaning this morning, right? It just is so good. It's so good. It feels so good to get, you know, I always thought it was just because I'm a Virgo. Because Virgos, woo, let me tell you, I like it organized. But it's hard to keep things organized because I got too much stuff. So now I am cleaning stuff out, releasing things so that it's much easier to keep stuff organized. But this isn't just about organization. This is about an energetic flow in our lives that we can start to notice. So there's a couple of things that are going on here. I want to back up. First of all, we have to be aware of our feelings and our emotions. Our emotions are our emotions are windows to the soul. And so too often we discount our emotions. Oh, I shouldn't be feeling that way. Trying to push it down. But really, whatever you're feeling, bring your awareness to it without judgment or opinion, because there's something in that emotion that's going to help you connect the dots to whatever the issue is for you. So the first part is I got to become aware of my emotions. Like, so this last week, it was like, I'm just really aware that I'm struggling. I'm struggling right now. I'm feeling really tired. I don't really feel like doing anything. And normally I would, instead of just being aware of my feelings, I would be like, I don't feel like doing anything. And that's bad because you're just lazy. You just need to get up and do it, right? That would be that's that make it happen. But instead of jumping to the judgment and then trying to go to action, I'm just going to be with that emotion. I don't really feel like doing anything right now. Okay? Let me get curious about that. What else was coming up for me? There was a sense of wanting to be alone. Like people, I just didn't want to be around people. I'd be around somebody and I'd be like, I feel being repelled. It wasn't them. There was something in me that was just like, go away, to myself. You leave. So I just started to become aware of that. And then I became really aware of this energy. Oh, okay, there's something going on. There's something that I'm feeling. And as I became more aware of what my emotional state was, I started to notice that other people were feeling the same way. Oh, okay, there's something else going on here. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, brother. Dorota Virgo Club. Woohoo! Virgos are absolutely the best and the most sexy. I'm just saying. Okay. So I totally lost my train of thought. So when we first start to notice our feelings and our emotions, that's the first step. And then without judgment or opinion, just the way I feel. Then I can become, then I was like, oh, okay. So I'm feeling stuck and stagnant in this area, and I'm not feeling like I'm making any progress. Now, my judgment would be like, what I would normally do is, oh, and that's just the way it's always been, right? Oh, this is just the way it was in college, and you're 52 years old now. What's changed? Tons have changed, but that's our mind. That's like that evil stepmother that lives in the back of our minds. Do you guys have that evil stepmother? I have an evil stepmother that lives in the back of my minds, and she's constantly making me clean the floor and not letting me go to the ball. That bitch. So, Gila, nice to see you. Thank you. Love you too, sister. So that's the evil stepmother that says, oh, you're feeling that way? You're feeling that way, and that's because you're always that way. There's something wrong with you, right? You're not just, she's always trying to put me in the back. She's always trying to put me down, always trying to make me feel crummy, right? And so as I notice, oh, I'm just feeling, that's just an emotion that I'm having. I'm just feeling this way. It has nothing to do with the past. It might, but I'm just being present to it right now in the present. And then from that space of awareness, then I can go, all right, here's what's going on. I'm feeling stuck in these areas. I'm not making progress. I'm going to be intentional, and I'm going to activate 100 acts of freedom. I'm going to start, right, getting things done. Puts that evil stepmother bitch in her place, because she's like, she can't complain when you're cleaning. But whatever it is, Nicole, no, maybe that is my mom's shadow self, but my mom was so sweet. I don't know. Maybe that is her shadow self. But I think it's more like the archetype of the evil stepmother that's in every story, right? Whether it's Cinderella or Snow White, right? There's always some person who's the heroine or the hero is amazing and better than any of the other people in the story. But these people, the stepmother and the evil sisters and the evil other folks, right? They're the ones that are making the hero or heroine believe that they're not good enough. And all the time they are. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. So we get to just put the evil stepmother in her place and go to the ball. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the ball. What does going to the ball mean? It means being in joy. So that's the other thing that freedom, 100 Acts of Freedom brings, is it brings us into joy. And when we're in joy, we are much more likely to accomplish the tasks that are set out to do. And when we're in joy, we're much more likely to attract amazing opportunities, unexpected good, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected love, unexpected offers, unexpected book deals, unexpected money, unexpected whatever, connection coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places. That whole little spiel was a nod to my dear friend and sister and teacher, Reverend Cheryl Ward from Agape. I love you, Reverend Cheryl Ward. So that's from the Oath of Manifestation. You guys can look up the Oath of Manifestation online. Just type in Oath of Manifestation. You'll see it's from Agape. It's from Reverend Cheryl Ward. It's an amazing, amazing little affirmation for manifestation. The point is that when we are in joy, when we lighten up and clean up this other stuff, right? I'm feeling stuck in this area. I'm going to bring my awareness to it, see what my emotional state is, take that emotional state without judgment and opinion, and then see what I can do in my life. Is it a phone call? Is it connecting with somebody? Is it cleaning a drawer? Is whatever it is, those things that I need to do. And watch those things start to clear off. It raises us, makes us feel lighter, brings clarity and lightness and joy. And then when we're vibrating at the state of joy, we start to become an attractor field for more good. And we're certainly more motivated and more likely to step boldly into the project. And not only step boldly into the project, maybe it was good that you were procrastinating that project because you weren't in flow. You weren't receiving divine insight and divine downloads and divine right ideas. But when you're in joy, you are open. You're an open channel to receive. That's what we're talking about. But Linda, I needed to hear it too. Let's look back at some of those comments and see. Reese says, I finally got to hear you live. Ah, thanks. She says, I missed your chat. This is from YouTube. It's always a pleasure to hear you. Thank you so much, Reese. I really appreciate it. Okay, so listen, I got something to tell you guys because we're about 20 minutes. Nicole, yeah, it's not my mom. Thanks, Nicole. And Joe, come back to Rhythmia. Oh, your wife Brandy's here. I'll look for her and say hello. They are going to have an incredible ceremony tonight. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad this is resonating with you. Now, Robin says she's been having a hard time letting go. Her life is changing and nothing will stay the same. She heard recently, nothing is mine. It is all borrowed. This has to begin to make a shift in me. Okay, let's see here. So, life. Yes, letting go. That is releasing things is a really hard thing to do. And when we are contracted around something, there's resistance. And so this is just, Robin, the awareness, if I may offer something for you on this. When there's an awareness that having a hard time letting go, that's playing a role in your life. So ask it, what role is it playing? Like, do some breathing, Robin, get into a heart-mind coherence. Really place your awareness on your heart, place your awareness on your third eye, begin to harmonize those with breath. And then you can ask yourself the question, why am I having a hard time letting go? What am I having? What is that role? What role is that playing in my life? Right? Well, it's probably playing a role of protection. There's probably some fear there, right? Because things are changing and nothing stays the same. We're in this constantly shifting environment. And so it's bringing your awareness to what you're holding on to, because the pain and the suffering is all in the resistance, right? So that idea is beautiful, that nothing is really yours. It's all borrowed. That's a beautiful sentiment. And that all of this will be rolled up on a scroll and numbered and placed on a shelf called What Used to Be, right? But the one thing that remains is I am. The one thing that is eternal, everlasting, unchanging, real is the presence. Is that which is invisible, that which is eternal, that which is unchanging, that which is real. That is the presence of God. That is what we might call the love intelligence that governs the universe. That might be beauty, joy, love, connection, authenticity, whatever you want to call it. That is what's real. That is what is unchanging. Everything else, even the mountains, change, right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be, Robin, is in this shifting place, knowing that there's always this cycle of dissolution and revelation. Dissolution, revelation. We see it in nature, and that something blossoms, starts to grow. It grows up, the bud blossoms and falls away, and something else comes up and blossoms. Right? There's revelation and dissolution, revelation and dissolution. So you're in a pattern of dissolution right now. That's okay. Know that dissolution is always the precursor to revelation. Know that disorder is always the precursor to order. Know that confusion is always the precursor to clarity. It works this way in nature. Know that wind is just a result of a high pressure and a low pressure changing, right? And then coming to some state of homeostasis, because all systems, biological or physical, seek homeostasis. They seek balance, order, and harmony. And so Robin, know that this time that you're going through, it's okay. Like, be okay with yourself. Just observe, I'm having a hard time letting go. And know that whatever is happening right now is part of the revelation, dissolution, confusion, clarity. It's all happening now. It's all in this tumbler, right? So know that whatever is happening will come into its own homeostasis, into its own balance and harmony. God bless you on your journey, Robin. So I'm just going to speak a word for you right now, Robin, that everything is unfolding in divine perfection for Robin. There is a silent partner a silent partner that walks with her, that flows through her awareness, through her consciousness, and out pictures as right action in her life. She knows just what to do, just what to say, just how to do it, just when to do it, because this infinite intelligence is the very nature of her being. I speak this word for all of us, a consciousness, the light, the love, the wonder and beauty and intelligence of God is flowing through our awareness into right action in our lives. The genius within us is awakened now. Now is the appointed time. Now is the day. There is no time like the present. It is awakened now. We hear the voice of intuition and give immediate obedience to it. We hear the voice of intuition and give immediate obedience to it. Yes. All right. Let's see here. There's a, oh God, you guys are getting some good comments. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you very much. Everything is working for me. Yes, it's happening for us, not to us. Nicole, you're so right. I'm so glad. Wild mood swing. This is what you needed to hear. That's a great title. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to put that up, but thanks, Jeffrey. That was a cool thing. Oh, I see how this works now. Okay, Belinda. Let's see. Rick Everett is there. Robin, we love you. Yes. And I am. Okay, beautiful. Hey, all right, you guys, while you're here, I got an announcement to make. So I have to tell you that I am going to, I'm going to be taking some time off. I am still at Rhythmia. I love Rhythmia. I love what we do here. I'm so honored to be here. And my soul is calling me to take some time off to work on some personal things. I'm really excited. And so if you want to keep up with me on my personal journey, you can follow me on Instagram at John Jacob Mubarak, or on Facebook. And I have a website, johnjacobmubarak.com. So if you want to follow up, I'll be sending posts. If you go to my website, there's 3 free meditations, and you can, send in your email and you get the 3 meditations, and then I'll keep you updated on what's going on. I'm leading a trip to Peru in May. That's going to be amazing. A men's trip, a men's retreat. And so, I'm still going to be at Rhythmia. I'll be back. I'll continue to do the Facebook Live on my personal social channels. So if you want to follow me and keep up with my personal journey, let me know. I would love to be in touch with you. And then when I'm back at Rhythmia in another couple months, I'll start the Facebook Live up again. I'm super excited, and I can't wait to share with you all the good that's going on. And I hope that you all, oh man, I'm knowing that each one is surrounded by the love and light and beauty of God. I just step into this moment with such gratitude for the opportunity to be with you today. So grateful, just grateful for all of the blessings that we've received, all of the unexpected assistance that we've received in our lives. Can you just anchor into that with me really quickly? For all of the blessings, all of the assistance, all of the help that we've received. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of the opportunities, all of the ways in which life is meeting us and supporting us. And I'm just grateful to be grateful. I'm grateful just to be alive. I'm just grateful. Just grateful. And it's in this gratitude that I recognize that there's one source, one power, one life. It is unfolding and expressing always for the highest good. This is the nature of God. This is the nature of life. This is the nature of intelligence and beauty. And it is my nature and it's your nature. For the one truth is that life can't come from nothing. Life has to come from something. We came from something. And that something is eternal. That something is love and abundance and prosperity. And that something is beauty. That something is elegant. That something is creative. That something is joyful. That something is peaceful. That something is harmonious. We came from all of that. And we are all of that. That's all in us right now. So from that place of unified awareness, we speak the word for all of us right here, right now, that life is good, that we have everything we need. We are blessed beyond imagination, that all of our needs are met. All of our needs are met. We have that every one of our spiritual needs are met. Every one of our physical needs are met. Every one of our material needs are met. Every one of our emotional needs are met. Every one of our mental needs are met. All needs met. I know that in this truth, in this recognition of oneness with God, that all things shall be rendered unto us. All things shall be rendered unto us in equivalent peace of mind, health of body, and all needs met. I'm so grateful to speak this word. I'm so grateful to know that the genius within us is activated today, that now is the appointed time, that there is every cell of our bodies is illuminated of the light within, and we give thanks in advance for our good health, endless health and happiness. I give thanks in advance for our endless wealth and abundance and prosperity. For the nature of God is abundant, therefore we are abundant. And I give thanks for the voice of intuition that we hear clearly. We hear clearly the voice of glad tidings. We hear clearly the voice of glad tidings. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to speak this word. I'm so grateful to know this truth. So just join me right now and find one thing that you're so grateful for. One thing that just makes you, almost brings tears to your eyes, that you have been the beneficiary of this. And in this moment, holding that in your heart, we release this word, knowing that all is well, knowing that we are blessed, that our lives are magical, that we really live magical lives that we're guided for and provided for every step of the way. We give thanks in advance for this truth, and we let it be. We set it free, and we say, so be it, and so it is. Amen. All right. Woo! All right, you guys. That was a good. Ooh, I feel good. I'm sending you all so much love. I'll see you soon. Peace and blessings.